Section 1. Alertness. What should you do before making a U-turn? Look over your shoulder for a final check. What should you do as you approach this bridge? And it's an oncoming vehicle's in middle of road sign, and above it a red triangle with a hump bridge. And the answer is slow down. In which of these situations should you avoid overtaking? Approaching a dip in the road. What does this curved arrow on the road mean? And this is an arrow to the right of the white centre line, and it means that overtaking traffic should move back to the left. Your mobile phone rings while you're travelling. What should you do? Ignore it. Why are these yellow lines painted across the road? Now, these are just horizontal lines parallel to the left carriageway line. Horizontal yellow lines across the road. And they are there to make you aware of your speed. What should you do when you're approaching traffic lights that have been on green for some time? Be ready to stop. What should you do before stopping? Use the mirrors. You're following a large vehicle. Why should you stay a safe distance behind it? You'll allow the driver to see you in their mirrors. When you see a hazard ahead, you should use the mirrors. Why is this? To assess how your actions will affect following traffic. You're waiting to turn right at the end of a road. Your view is obstructed by parked vehicles. What should you do? Stop and then move forward slowly and carefully for a clear view. What may happen if you hang objects from your interior mirror? Your view could be obstructed. You're on a long motorway journey. What should you do if you start to feel sleepy? Leave the motorway and stop in a safe place. Why should you switch your lights on when it first starts to get dark? So others can see you more easily. You're driving on a wet road. You have to stop your vehicle in an emergency. What should you do? Keep both hands on the steering wheel. When may you use a handheld mobile phone in your car? When suitably parked. What's most likely to distract you while you're driving? Using a mobile phone. What should you do when moving off from behind a parked car? Check both interior and exterior mirrors. You're travelling along this narrow country road. How should you pass the cyclist? And the photograph is a very simple photograph of a road with a cyclist. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. Your vehicle is fitted with a handheld telephone. What should you do to use the phone? Find a safe place to stop. You lose your way on a busy road. What's the best action to take? Turn into a side road, stop and check a map. When do windscreen pillars cause a serious obstruction to your view? When you're approaching bends and junctions. You can't see clearly behind when reversing. What should you do? Ask someone to guide you. What does the term blind spot mean? An area not visible to the driver. What's likely to happen if you use a hands-free phone while you're driving? It will divert your attention. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do before emerging? Check that the central reservation is wide enough for your vehicle. You're waiting to emerge from a junction. The windscreen pillar is restricting your view. What should you be particularly aware of? And the answer is motorcyclists. How should you use a satellite navigation system so that it doesn't distract you when you're driving? Stop in a safe place before programming the system. Case study practice 1. Alertness. You have a 2-hour drive to make on a motorway. You have a cold and your nose is slightly blocked. You take an off-the-shelf cold remedy to help reduce the symptoms. It's a cold and dull day and the car heater is on. You also turn on your dipped headlights. An hour into the boring journey, you begin to feel drowsy. What information should you check on the medication? Information about the medicine causing drowsiness. Why should you be using lights in daylight? To maximize your visibility to others. How does this journey affect you? You become drowsy. What should you do about your condition? Stop in a service area, drink a caffeinated drink, and then rest. How could you help yourself stay alert in the short term? Open the window. And thus ends that section on alertness.